A new group in our city is uniting to redefine what it means to be Vietnamese Canadian and deepen pride in their heritage. We welcome Hoang and Jessica Truong, co-founders of Chúng Ta Cùng Nhau, which translates to "We Are Together." How did I do?
You did great.
Okay. So I think we can all relate to this. Our families all came on a boat. We're second generation Vietnamese. They came here, risked everything so that we could have a better life and embrace Western culture, right? But Jessica, do you find that in that regard, do we kind of lose our heritage because of that?
Yeah, I think so. I think, we come here, I don't know about you, but my Vietnamese is not very good. So,
You just saw there, yeah.
So already losing that language, and then you have your parents or my mom slaves away in the kitchen all the time. Mm-hmm. So she knows all those recipes. They're all internal. So, trying to follow her and learn those recipes, those types of things. So I think we do lose that heritage in not knowing ourselves and then trying to find ways to be taught them. Not only through our family, but through other means.
Mm-hmm. In our city, I think Vietnamese culture is well represented in food, for example, but there is some sort of cultural gap. Where do you think that gap happens?
Yeah, so a lot of I think cultural organizing that is happening, so Vietnamese events, that's really right now, that's led by an older generation, our parents' generation.
Like Heritage Days, for example.
Heritage Days is primarily older gen driven, and so we really hope through this group that we're bridging this young and old, that we're not losing this tradition and these customs and this history once, as our parents age or before they pass. And, I think the Vietnamese population, we're a pretty large visible minority group in Edmonton, but there's so many of our stories that are untold. There's so many experiences that don't get a platform specifically. So we're hoping that this can be a platform. And even just as we have these conversations, as we were talking to you this morning, things pop up and we realize, oh, we have so many shared connections, experiences, questions, similar questions. And maybe our parents, due to their own history and their trauma, don't want to talk very openly about it, but we want to have each other then to connect.
For sure. Jessica, you're hosting a free film screening of a documentary about new wave Vietnamese music. Do you think everybody would find this fascinating?
Oh yeah, I think so. I mean, growing up in a household where, my parents would blast new wave music and a lot of people I knew didn't actually know what new wave music is. So people who live that experience, I think, will really, really absolutely love this free movie that we're screening at NATE in partnership with the Intercultural International Community Center, Fascination Film Festival Edmonton, and the Chinatown Transformation Collaborative.
Mm-hmm. So that's one event. Linda, what else is going to happen for the group? I mean, you got a lot of ideas brewing up in your mind.
As we're planning these events, we keep being like, oh, and what about this? And what about this? So we have actually another sold-out event this November. It's kind of an art-focused event, and we do want to do more Vietnamese art, maybe take it on a traveling display or exhibit that talks about our heritage a bit more. We were talking about cooking classes, language lessons. There's a Vietnamese Children's Day that occurs every year in June. We're like, why don't we celebrate the children here in Edmonton as well, right? So kind of connect that piece. And yeah, we're pretty excited. The movie on Monday, we're going to have 200 people already come out, but you can still get tickets. It's free. And it's really a universal story, I think, right?
Yeah, I think a lot of children of immigrant families can relate. We're not just talking about Vietnamese culture, although we are embracing it. Yeah,
and it's about, family, and everyone's got family stuff I think they can relate to.
Definitely. Ladies, thank you so much. And thank you so much for organizing a group like this. You can learn more about chúng ta cùng nhau.ca. I did it. You can go to the website right there.